I know who's first. Well, it's because we saw him for a second.
We did?
Oh.
We saw him for a split second.
We did, I remember now.
Dude, I can't believe that Adrian! No way! Not cool! And get this, collected Adrian Andrews!
She is your manager. It would have been very easy for her to pull this off. The only person who had easy access to the knife you used at the dinner was, her.
Well, after the ceremony, during the break, huh? I was sleeping like a log the entire time!
See? She could have also easily planted that blood-covered button here. Hakama.
Because she was the one who came to wake me up. Then, dude, you're saying it really was her?
Yes. She is the real killer. She was the one who murdered Juan Corrida.
But that's just it. No, but why? I thought she was buds with Juan.
She has her own agenda.
Her own agenda? What? Other YouTubers can't have agendas. What are you talking about?
I'm sure you'll see.
I'm the only YouTuber.
there isn't. I hold the monopoly. I'm sure you'll see by the time this trial's over. It'll be all right. I'll get you acquitted by the end of the day.
Get me a verdict that's refreshing like a spring breeze. Okay, lawyer dude.
Lawyer dude.
You're one of my loyal subscribers.
Yeah. You think her motive is related to Celeste? Oh my god.
Celeste. Oh, it's Celeste. You say Celeste.
Celeste.
It's kind of cute.
The motive is related to Celeste Impact's missing suicide note, right?
Yes. Miss Andrews depended on Miss Impacts as her strength and reason to live. But then, Miss Impact suddenly killed herself. It sounds like she left a suicide note and the person thought to have hidden it.
Is Juan Corrida the victim of this murder?
And that's why I think Miss Andrews got close to Mr. Corrida. All to get the suicide note back.
That sounds plausible. But one thing bothers me.
What?
Who was it that first told us about their relationship? Better stated, Mrs. Andrews' dependency issues with regards to Mrs. Impact's. Edward!
It was Edgeworth.
It looks like he's still in the one. It looks like he's still the one in command of this ship. Don't let your guard down yet.
Not for Edgeworth. I won't let you down. No, I won't let you down.
Let you down.
I can't believe Francisco was shot.
I can't believe it.
I can't believe
She was shot.
Oh, fuck. I can't believe
Just
you've done
like
this.
you.
Court will now reconvene. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, if you please.
The prosecution calls the witness
Subpoenaed.
Subpoenas by this court. Miss Adrian Andrews, the person who discovered the crime of Mr. Juan Corrida's room in Mr. Juan Corrida's room.
We all are not
We
awake.
still have the card. What is your occupation? I like how he doesn't ask for the name.
I'm the manager of the defendant in this case, Mr. Matt Engard.
I see. Now then.
Before we begin, Your Honor, I have one request.
Yes, sure. What is it?
I'm sure everyone in this room is wondering the same thing. And would love to find out more about my relationship with the victim. After all, it was all the topic of certain weekly magazine recently.
No, I have no idea what you mean. I've never even heard of Gossipland. If the judge was ever a prosecution witness, he'd do all my work for me.
Anyway, I was wondering if you could please tell me about your relation to the victim.
Yes, I was seeing Mr. Corrida. I was also aware of the rivalry that existed between Matt and Juan. But this was a private matter between Juan and myself.
So it was a fry and bait matter, or that a bait and fry? Reminds me of fishing.
But I didn't kill him.
Why does the judge make so many trivial
I'll
comments these days?
I don't know, man.
They won't.
Right. No one is accusing you of that.
I think there's someone who would beg to differ.
She's on to me. I think we all understand your relationship with the
Love
victim
her to be
now,
on to
Miss
me.
Andrews.
Very well then. Witness, please testify to the court. about what happened when you discovered the murder that had taken place. Bum-bum.
Da-da. Shh. Oh,
It was time for the show to start, so I went to get Matt from his room. After that, I went into Juan's room. And there was his dead body. I was shocked. That's when I saw. That's when I was naturally the exact same scene as in the crime scene photo. I felt as though I was about to faint, so I poured myself a glass of juice.
you poured yourself a glass of juice?
Yes, sadly, I didn't remember not to touch things at the scene of a crime.
Oh, dear God, a dead body. All right, let me pour myself a glass of juice.
And I
do the same,
disturbed the
honestly.
scene of the crime by moving one thing.
And this is when the fingerprints on the wine glass were made, Your Honor.
I see. Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Phoenix. She's one cool and good-lucky customer, and she has the brains to match.
Yes, I know.
In order to catch a person like her, you have to avoid head-on confirmations. You should disturb her pacing.
Disrupt her pacing?
She's the type of woman who is easily thrown off by things inconsistent with her thinking, just like Francisca. So you have to attack when she least expects it.
She's like Francisca, yeah.
The instant you let up on your offense, the instant you let up on your offense is the instant this trial is over. Understood?
Francisca von Karma 2 election.
You went to Juan's room. Which Juan?
Which one? Aha, good one.
Juice? Like World War II?
Or this
Holocaust
bottle
juice?
of made juice.
Oh!
Oh my god.
There's a Jew right here.
I'm sorry.
Yes, there was a bottle of tomato juice on the table, so I helped myself.
But,
Just like randomly.
but you didn't drink any of it, did you?
Uh-huh.
There were no lip marks left on this wine glass to suggest that anyone drank from it.
I wasn't feeling terribly great, like I saw murder. So I set the glass down without thinking about it.
It doesn't sound like there's any glaring contradictions in her testimony just now.
I warned you earlier that she would not crack so easily. The only way to make her is to.
Keep on the offensive and not let up.
The only way you're going to catch her is with some very strong, decisive evidence.
I have to find something. I just have to. For Maya's sake.
It's time for the show. I went to one's room. After saw his dead body, I was in shock.
You were in shock?
What? Was I not supposed to be?
Miss Andrews is a very calculating person, and despite how close they were, I doubt she had any romantic feelings for Mr. Kurita.
Anyone randomly stumbling upon a dead body would be in shock, of course. And you can't seriously expect a young beauty like her to not be shocked.
Are you hitting on Andrews, Edward?
I'd hit on him every.
Somehow, I don't think beauty has anything to do with being shocked or not. I see. Miss Andrews, I would like to confirm with you one more time. When you discovered the dead body from Kurita, you were in great shock. And that's when you poured yourself the glass of juice, correct?
And what of it? My mind really was a complete blank at that time.
Your mind was a complete blank? I didn't think that was possible for you.
Aren't you rude today? I was so dazed that I made one careless mistake. That's one thing.
What one thing?
Never mind. It's no big deal.
What was she trying to say just now? Yes! Miss Andrews, I'm convinced that, as you said, you made a mistake at the scene of the crime. What I really want to know is what this mistake was.
Actually, I would too.
I'm sorry. It's just kind of embarrassing. I kind of like took a selfie with the dead body.
Whoa!
When I
What?
What?
Excusez-moi. Excusez-moi.
when I set the glass down on the dresser, I accidentally knocked the flower vase over.
So,
For flower vase? Are you talking about the one on the floor in the crime photo? So there was no struggle. It was just her. This mess of glass shards. No, she didn't accidentally knock it over.
No,
She
yeah,
knocked it
that's what I'm
over
saying.
so she could make a scene.
Exactly. It was originally on top of the dresser, but when I bumped into it with my elbow, it fell onto the keys guitar. Dark.
why did you withhold such important piece of information?
I'm sorry. I thought that since the crime scene was already in disarray, that people would simply assume the vase was just another part of the mess.
It looks like yet another fact has come to light here. Please add this and anything else you have to reveal to your testimony.
I'm sorry, but I have nothing more to add. I didn't touch anything else. That's why you're wrong.
Touch me anyway.
Sus.
Debo.
See.
I don't date her.
So hold on. Is there anything here pertaining to that?
Like a girl with glasses.
Not the glasses.
Not the glasses.
No,
let's just press this first.
Alright.
What kind of flower vase was it? Is that really it?
What does the flower vase look like?
And it was
What was the shape of the flower vase?
What country are you from?
Did it look like the blue badger?
I thought I would try to take Juan's pulse, so I set the glass I was holding down on the dresser. And that's when my elbow accidentally hit the vase.
That's
Doofus.
odd. I thought she was always in total
Dumbass.
control of herself.
That's what you would like people to think. Always be mindful of the gap between your perception and reality.
It doesn't sound like there's any glaring contradictions in her testimony just now.
I warned you earlier. that she would
we
not
already read
have
this.
spoken.
Oh yeah.
So it was the
The photo of the scene of the crime.
Back to the evidence photo.
She's not in the photo.
Why would she be in the
No,
photo?
she's not in the
Why
photo.
would she be in
She
the photo?
said the photo that was taken at the scene of the crime.
Yeah, why would she
Naturally, I
be
was there in the photo
Okay,
that
but
was
wait,
taken
wait,
at the scene of the crime.
Hey, let me
get
take a
this
picture
straight.
with the dead body.
Woohoo! So let me get this
No,
straight.
that's what she said. Naturally, I was in the photo in the scene of the
No,
crime.
she's missing some context. So someone was caught leaving the room, this room, in the costume, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
And that person was short.
Yes.
Not
That
that.
person did not fit inside the costume.
They were too short.
Of the nickel samurai. They were too short. They were my height, probably.
Where it fell onto the
It fell
guitar
onto
case.
the guitar
did it
case.
really fall
It
onto the
did.
guitar case?
The guitar case was a bit
the
wet.
guitar
Well, not on-
was wet.
But it was,
But it was
no,
open.
but it's open.
Yeah.
So it fell
also,
into the
it
guitar
wasn't the
case.
top.
It's still weird that it's open and also
Yeah, no.
wet.
And it's also worth noting that the case is wet, not the inside.
That's why. If it fell onto the thing beforehand, then
So it could probably
something's in
Someone
between.
might
It
have
was
opened
open,
it.
right? Someone must have opened it.
someone must have opened it. Oh.
But that's just a theory.
Game.
A
Game.
bitch
That's
theory.
about me every game. I just say that's a game theory.
You testified that you knocked the flower vase over. Is this correct?
Yes.
And are you sure it fell onto
Yes.
the guitar case?
Are you sure about that?
Is there some problem with what I said?
It's not some problem. It's a major problem. Ooh. It's true that the edge of the guitar case was wet with water. However, that's exactly what is so strange. Miss Andrews, you testified that the vase fell onto the guitar case. However, if that was true, the case should have gotten wet on the inside, not the outside. That's very true. Furthermore, oh, my judge voice like slipped into Phoenix. Furthermore, there is one other strange thing about this guitar case. What is that? Let's take another case. Let's take a look. Let's take another case. Jesus Christ, I gotta slow down. Let's take another look at the crime scene photo.
Not another case.
The remains of the vase are scattered on the floor.
And what is wrong with that?
If the guitar case was open when the vase fell, the glass shards should be inside, not outside the case.
No!
What is your point, Rice? That case was closed at the time the vase was knocked over. Is that all?
No.
Why was it open?
Think back to what Miss Andrews testified to. She said, other than the vase, she didn't touch anything else.
Yes, that's right. She did implicitly say that she didn't touch the guitar case.
But this whole matter is with the guitar case is a dead end. The bright red guitar was found at the studio. We found it. It has no bearing on this case at all.
Actually, yeah, this is new information. They actually found it. That may very well be. However, the guitar case does seem to have no relation to this case. The case doesn't have any relation to the case, doesn't it?
Nice.
It seems that there is no deeper meaning to the guitar case. Well, Mr. Wright, do you think we need to hear more details about the guitar case?
Yes.
Just in case. Just in case.
I like to think that old bag snuck into the room with the dead body, ignored it, and like checked.
No way. She's like, oh hi, Corina.
Just in case the case is relevant to the case.
Yes.
That's three.
Let's check the case if the case is related to the case. Quick,
Hey.
check the case.
Hey, Vsauce,
No, not that
Juan
case.
here.
The other case.
The empty
Hey,
guitar
Vsauce, Juan
case. For this case. Just in case.
Is the case really
Is the case
involved
really
with this
sorry,
case?
I believe this is a crucial piece of the puzzle, and I believe that is the case.
I can't believe anyone would reach for such a straw like this. But it is you.
I can't believe I'm doing this either.
All right, I'll follow along. For now, Miss Andrews, please testify to the court about the guitar case.
Yes, Your Honor.
The judge is so biased. He's clearly a Vsauce fan.
Yeah, he's not a Mad Pat fan at all. Damn it.
Thinks Matt Pat's theories are lame.
I don't remember too clearly because I was so dazed. I suppose I must have opened the guitar case after I knocked the vase over. It's not a big deal though, right? The case is empty after all. As for why I opened it, even I don't know.
Interesting.
It looks like this really wasn't a very important point.
This wastefulness is such a familiar feeling. By now, it's almost comforting.
Anyway, I'll just go ahead and start the cross-examination.
Using it anyway to change a topic. A convenient escape for a weak man.
You always
Even
do
though I
that though.
used it as well.
Okay, so this is the one you can just present something. You don't need to press.
Okay.
Gotcha.
2 days. Open the camera, fell over.
Today
Case
is
was
Can
empty
just
after
present
all.
something.
Even I don't know.
So it's
Oh,
back
no,
to you. By now, a hummus and wow, extra
Extra
lunch
falafel meal for two.
for two.
Wait, we got the camera?
No, we have a... Wait, do we?
What?
Yeah, Lotus camera.
Yeah, we have the camera, but no, we don't
Yeah,
have the
the
camera.
camera.
We just have information about the camera. We don't have the camera itself.
Mm.
Anyway,
Old bag stole it.
Oh,
Damn
that's
it.
Camera.
so this is a very sus statement.
You forgetting that happened.
Show her the badge.
Was,
Maybe we need to present the person? No? No.
Hmm,
Never mind.
none.
9.
Maybe. Oh,
Nine.
Nine. I'm just pulling shit out of my ass.
As for the case I opened,
Stop pulling shit out of your ass. Ugh.
as for the case I opened, the case even. So why open the case?
I don't know. I just think this is the most sus statement, but it could be something else.
You're a sus statement.
Case was empty after all. But how did you know?
After I knocked the vase.
Was
This
it
is
supposed
also
to-
a bit sus.
Yeah, she said she didn't touch
It's in the
anything.
case because it has locks on it. As a person with a guitar case, that works exactly the same. There's locks on the guitar case.
Okay, so
But I don't
Let's just try everything, save and load, guys. Come on.
try everything.
try everything.
Well, I was like thinking of using Juan Corrida as like a motivation. So it's like,
I don't know. Don't try me for brain cells. I just woke up.
you know, maybe it's because she was looking for the note. Maybe it was here. I don't know.
Okay, guys.
It's a stretch. Really?
Oh yeah, how did you knock the... Wait, how did you knock the vase?
No, she
with
knocked the vase
wine
over with
glass?
her elbow.
With her elbow to put down the wine glass. That fell, that opened.
Oh,
bloody
perhaps
thing.
that's something to do with the order. So it's like she knocked
What?
it after,
No.
and then like wait.
Oh yeah. But how was it wet though? Because it's,
Wait,
yeah. I
Daniel.
suppose I must have opened the guitar
Daniel.
case after I knocked the vase. Okay.
Daniel,
Yeah.
doubt yourself, and then we have
Yeah,
jetpack.
nice.
Oh,
Right.
okay, I'll doubt myself. It's this. No, it's this. No, it's this. Anyway, I don't know. Maybe it's like she put her. It's definitely a question of like, you know, why she would knock over the vase and not the wine glass.
Yeah, it is weird.
So
don't know what to say.
let's map this out. I think the photo will help us here. So let's map this out. So she put down according to her, she put down the glass. Alright, she wanted to check his pulse. The vase must have been here. Knocked it over, and it fell.
Skadoosh.
Skadoosh. And then she
Yes.
opened it. After it fell?
Huh?
Yeah. I'm
Well,
guessing
yeah,
it's
that
the-
makes sense. Never mind.
order.
But
Okay.
it doesn't bear her
Why-
fingerprints.
Oh, there it is.
So Corrida opened it.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Poggers.
Big brain. Big brain.
Fucking peanut.
Okay, wait.
Poggers.
Hold on. I don't know if this is the right statement. Let's try this one. But anyway.
Objection.
There is no way you were the one who opened the guitar case.
Why would you say that?
It's elementary, my dear.
Everyone's hitting on her.
My dear. I mean, because the only fingerprints on this guitar case are those of the victim.
Kind of
What
sus.
is it, Miss Andrews?
Gotcha, bitch.
Got your tongue?
You shouldn't assume that I must. Wait. You shouldn't assume that I must have left prints just because I touched the case.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? Yes.
What do you mean?
What if I were to tell you that I was wearing gloves at that time? Then you would have fingerprints on the glove.
They would have glove prints.
Then maybe she was wearing the costume.
But why would you be wearing gloves at the time?
It was the night of the award ceremony,
Wubba dubba glove.
so of course I dressed up for the occasion. Yes, now I remember. I'm almost sure I was wearing a pair of thin gloves.
I
What
see.
color were the gloves?
Well, Mr. Wright, it seems the witness was wearing gloves at the scene of the crime.
I don't buy that.
That's strange.
But before we don't buy it, I'm saving a lot more frequently now. Because there's so many twists
Because
and
we're
turns.
not
You have to tread
sure.
lightly. Yeah. You were wearing gloves? Isn't that a little strange?
Okay. Why is that strange? You have something that would prove I was not wearing gloves at that time?
Yeah,
You weren't
this.
wearing anything.
This.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
because if you didn't have the glove.
I have your
Okay,
proof
that's
right here. This wine glass.
The wine glass?
You left
The
your
wine
fingerprints
glass.
very clearly on this wine glass.
Ugh.
Even if you took your gloves off when you poured yourself this glass of juice, wouldn't you think it was just a little strange that you put your gloves back on just to open the guitar case?
Yeah.
Her glasses broke?
Glasses.
Oh, she has a new one.
No, 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 no. They broke, and then she pulled out a new pair from her from her
What?
purse.
That cost like 700. That cost like fucking 700 shekels. The fuck? Calm down, bitch.
Order!
Looks like you hit the nail on the head this time. Finally, Phoenix.
Huh? What do you mean? I don't get that analogy. What?
I believe that guitar case was a very important role here.
But it's just an empty case.
I wonder if it really was empty, though.
It's not just a boulder. It's a rock.
A rock!
But the guitar, the bright red guitar, was at the studio.
Phoenix, drop all of your presumptions. What was in the guitar case was not the bright red guitar.
You don't mean it was a bright white guitar? Oh wait, no, that's not right either.
Oh my god, Phoenix. If she would have heard what you said out loud, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Edgeworth would have. Yeah, he wouldn't hear the end of that from Edgeworth.
I admit it would be unnatural for someone to do that. So the witness was not wearing gloves, despite the fact that on the case...
Your Honor, this is obviously the defense's usual misdirection tactic at work. Steer the court towards the unrelated topic, and lull us into his misguided...
But it always works.
bitch.
No, Your Honor. Please recall that Miss Andrews had testified that the vase fell onto the guitar case, which means that the case was closed when the crime took place. However, it is wide open in this photo of the crime scene. I am sure that this guitar case has some relation to the murder.
Hold the fuck up. If you're so sure, right, then I'm sure you can somehow sustain your outrageous
Substantiate.
Oh, wait a sec, sorry.
Waiting six.
It would be funny if, like, Andrews was the one to say objection.
Your outrageous claim, correct? Continue.
Okay,
Say
it would
we
be
go.
funny if, like, Andrews
I
said
know.
objection and then the repealer stuff was about karma.
Please,
Oh, yeah.
enlighten us as to why the guitar case has anything to do with this murder.
Can you do that, Mr. Wright?
Well, okay. Let's suppose for a second that the bright red guitar was not the only thing that could have been in the case.
The bright red guitar not being the only thing? You don't mean to suggest that the black...
So you intend to push your theory that the case was not empty? That's it, right?
I wouldn't say something I didn't intend to prove.
I'll defend that head of yours. Deflate that head of yours. You haven't proven anything yet. Now then, let's have it. What was inside of the case at the murder of the camera? It was another guitar case.
Another
a
guitar
knife.
case in the guitar case.
In the guitar case.
Is there anything in the photo that can give us a hint?
Maybe it's the costume?
It might be.
Wait, do we have the photo? Yeah, we do. We have the photo though.
Oh, I wasn't with you guys when you got the photo.
Yeah, that's the photo. So that proves that.
Yeah, you've never seen this photo. By the way, guys, we can't save here. Oh no.
Okay.
Nice. What was in the guitar case? It was Pearl. She was
The
inside.
wine. The pearl.
He stuffed her inside.
Can I see the scene of the crime again?
The what?
The scene of the crime.
Oh, the scene of the crime. Wait.
Yes. Is there anything to suggest? Like anything from the costume? Anything at all?
Well, first of all, it had to be something that needed something big enough that
Okay.
needed a guitar case to store it.
My AOT swords. I basically use my guitar case to move them around.
An
My Attack on
AR-15.
Titan swords.
I mean,
Actually, yeah, you did do that. It was. Remember? Yeah. Behind the sword, she put away.
I'm thinking of the costume.
It's the knife.
The knife.
Wait,
And
check
then
the
whole
guitar
ass
case.
guitar
The
case
knife
with a
in the
knife.
thing. No.
Check the guitar
Maybe
case.
it's the camera.
Maybe it's
No,
yeah,
but the
or
thing
maybe
has
it's
the
the
camera.
transceiver. I don't know.
Nah.
No, but there's no. It has no bearing to the case.
Wait, case.
I
Case.
say it was the
Look at
knife.
the case. Look at the
Really?
case.
Oh,
This
no,
was,
actually, no.
this was in Karita's room.
Yeah.
It's
So
interesting.
like, the knife was brought in separately from the guitar case,
Yeah.
not in the guitar case. So
Wait,
Take your
wait.
guess. Take your guess, Daniel.
what? Sorry.
Take your guess.
My guess.
And then And it'll be the first one that you pick.
But is it this one? Or is it this one?
I don't know. It's up to you.
Well, God damn it. I guess, okay, this one, because, like, this is in context of the murder, so.
It's his suicide.
No.
What?
Wait, what? It worked.
What?
Wait, it worked.
No way.
This is a photograph.
Yes,
Oh, okay, I
but what
guess
is
it worked.
important? But what is important is what's in that picture, Your Honor.
In this picture,
It doesn't take a genius to see what I mean. What I'm proposing is,
I guess that worked.
inside the guitar case was the Nickel Samurai. The sorry, Your Honor. The hero's very own costume.
What? Good eye.
Mr. Wright, explain yourself.
Right, are you saying the witness opened the guitar case to take out a costume? What insane point would that be doing something like that? Does it even fit?
The insane point would be to wear the costume, of course. Miss Andrews put it on to hide her identity so she could make her escape. After all, you couldn't let anyone see you leave, could you, Miss Andrews?
I refuse to accept your theory.
Oh, you won't, but Matt will.
But Matt will. Do you have anything to support such a preposterous idea?
Just outside the door was
Yeah.
an investigative photographer who was starving for a big scoop. And in the end, she managed to get this shot, correct? Fucking Vsauce fan?
You mean this photo?
Look at this photograph.
Order! It looks like we've wandered into quite another mess again, haven't we?
Nice job, Phoenix.
Well,
Nice job.
you know my strategy. Speak first, think later.
Yeah, that's literally what he does.
Yeah, that's all. I know. I do that.
So the real murderer was hiding inside a costume.
Hold the fuck up, Your Honor. The Nickel Samurai's costume would have been with Matt and Juan. Why would something of the defendant's be in the victim's room? And inside the guitar place of all places, case.
True. That is a
Guitar
little
place of all
baffling.
cases.
Mr. Wright, the court would like to hear your thoughts. What was this Nickel Samurai costume doing inside the guitar case?
Wait. Yeah, save. Yeah.
Well, let's think.
There's a funny.
Which one is it?
It was
It was a
no.
spare.
Okay.
I'd say it was a spare.
Was it spare?
Answer is
I-
fair, but do the stolen.
okay,
'cause it's
fine,
funny.
Okay.
This is funny.
I think it may have been stolen from Mr. Ungard.
Stolen? But why would someone do such a thing?
Maybe the thief wanted to interfere with the post-ceremony stage show. And so, if he didn't have his costume, then Mr. Ungard would be forced to go naked.
Maybe you should strip naked and run out of the court, making a mockery. Fuck, making a mockery of this damn court.
Excuse me?
Defile yourself, Mr. Wright. Matt and Juan did not take his costume off after the award
I
ceremony.
just want to show you this funny.
In fact, even if he didn't testify, he took a nap while wearing his costume. So are you saying this young woman took off this man's clothing?
No.
Is this not correct?
wait.
Yeah, he did say something like that, didn't he? Oh, what are you gonna say, Sean?
Blue skidoo, Daniel.
Okay. It's cool though. It
Okay.
only took like one bar.
Do you think everyone is flirting with Andrews because they know she has a codependency
Oh
complex?
my god, that's so fucked up.
Oh my gosh.
That's
Oh my gosh.
fucked up.
That is so messed up. That's like my high
That's
school.
fucked up, Shaw. I do that.
No.
That's what they did.
I'm kidding.
That's what they did in my high school.
I don't understand. I have the dependency issue.
Mr. Ungard did not take his costume off during the break period. In that case, the costume we were talking about was a spare one.
What?
Then, are you saying that on the night of the murder, there were two Nickel Samurai costumes at the Gatewater Hotel?
What? That is what I'm saying. And
And how do you explain the costume that was inside the guitar case?
Yeah, it would mean that the victim himself had brought his spare to the brought this spare to the ceremony on purpose.
But why? The victim, Mr. Corridor, was the German ninja. Why would he secretly bring the Nico Samurai spare costume with him? What could be the reason behind such a peculiar act?
Do we save here? Do we save here?
Maybe
Do we
like
save here just in case.
maybe you wanted to make a fanfic, you know?
Yeah, maybe. And therein lies the sticking point.
There we are. What are you mumbling to yourself now? Have you just been rambling all this time without any sense of inner monologue?
No, I just...
Mr. Wright,
I have done
please
plenty of
explain
monologuing.
yourself. Why do you think the victim had the Nico Samurai spare costume?
Phoenix, are you sure you can explain this one? Think carefully before you answer. And then the answer with Gutso. I believe in you.
Yeah.
Alright.
So,
This is what I think.
Gutso, what the fuck?
The reason the victim brought the Nickel Samurai spare costume to the hotel was...
With the badge.
to drink tomato juice.
It was the monkey.
It was the monkey.
Was it the monkey?
The monkey's too.
Beforehand?
No, it wasn't the monkey.
So it was. Oh,
Is it the frame?
do you think that no? Do you think that he staged the? Because think about it. Matt didn't know about the unveiling, right?
The confession, the press
The
conference.
confession.
Yeah.
Maybe he staged the whole thing, and that's why he had this thing on. Maybe the confession was, "I was the Nickel Samurai," or something like that.
Oh, yo!
So maybe it's the confession.
Wait! Oh, and that's why it never
Because-
happened!
Yeah, remember
Because he
the
was
confession
dead.
still. Because he's dead.
Holy shit!
Remember this-
Wait!
Plus, the confession still hasn't been brought up yet.
Yeah!
So it might have.
And we've never used this.
We've run
We've
out
never
of-
used this.
Yeah, we've used the guitar case and the martini.
Oh my
Two
god,
to
I
go.
swear. Let's try it.
It's not martini, it's tomato juice.
What is this?
I want a tomato martini.
On the night of the murder.
Hey, what?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, you fucking genius. On the night of the murder. Shut up. On the night of the murder, after the stage show, the Nickel Samurai was going to hold a special press conference.
A press conference?
Yes, the Nickel Samurai was supposed to confess something at this conference.
I heard about this as well. For once, you're not making something up right. Upright.
Upright. What struck me as strange was that Mr. Ungard himself said he had no idea that he was supposed to be holding a press conference that night.
How can that be?
The way I see it, that can only mean one thing. The conference was set up by none other than the victim, Mr. Juan Corrida himself.
The victim?
Yes.
Surprised I got that so quickly.
My god, good job. The spare Nickel Samurai costume was prepared for that very conference. Mr. Corrida was going to hold the press conference as the Nickel Samurai.
Mwahaha.
He was going to dress up as the Nico Samurai and hold a conference? But why would the victim do such a thing?
That's something I
Yeah,
don't
that's my
quite
job.
know yet. However, what I am concerned with right now is what he intended to reveal at the conference.
The Nickel Samurai was going to confess something. And by confess, I'd wager he was going to reveal something about himself.
Which
Correct.
means that Juan Corrida, posing as the Nickel Samurai, was going to speak about Matt Ungard.
Yes, I guess that is what it would mean.
But if that's the case, then that's not a confession. That's a public disclosure. Closure.
Closure. Miss Andrews?
I can see where you are pros at what you do.
Pardon me?
Yes, just as you say, the press conference was a setup by Juan.
Miss Andrews, please offer us an explanation for this.
I was the one who asked to help the setup. And the person who prepared the second costume for him. That was also me.
You?
Juan had bet everything on the Gem Ninja this year. And if he lost the Grand Prix, He was going to make sure Matt was going down with him. That's what he thought anyway.
Who was going to ruin him, huh?
So many distracts.
It looks
So
like
many
somehow
ways.
Juan had in his hand a secret so powerful that it would destroy Matt's acting career had it been revealed.
What?
Interesting.
Matt's theories are all a lie.
Woo!
And what do
They're all
you know
stolen
the
from the
secret of
Japanese.
Mr. Unguard is, Mr. Andrews?
Miss Andrews.
That's something only Juan knew. I don't know. What is it?
Ah, I see.
I've probably been coming off quite suspicious to everyone,
Yes.
but that's also to be expected. I'm
Oh.
trying to protect Matt after all.
Protect
Because you
Mr.
have a crush
Unguard?
on him.
That doesn't make sense. If you were trying to protect him, you wouldn't have agreed to helping Juan Corrida with the whole setup.
And yet again, another strange bit of truth comes to light, it seems. Mr. Andrews.
What the fuck do I see? Mr.
Miss Andrews.
Because his name is her name is Andrews. That's not really a common female name.
Yeah, it's true.
Miss Andrews, if you could please tell us the truth about your behavior.
Yes, Your Honor, I understand.